Hi everyone. So as some of you guys know, Veggiebeauty and I do swaps. Now what we do in the swaps is she gives me her collections that she's working on, and I choose to review them and use them in tutorials because I like her pigments. Now, I always send her things back that are cruelty-free and vegan, things to try, whether it's food or cosmetics, or something she wants to try. There's a lot of stuff here available in California that is not available to her in iOS, so I love to send her things in return, and it's just a swap. I like to send her goodies because you know, so she has more to try out, and I love receiving her pigments in return so I have more makeup to try and kind of just to work with in tutorials. So all of my features are legit, they're honest when it comes to working with her. The products from her new Arabian Nights collection have just come out, and she was so kind to send those to me along with some other things. As you may be able to tell, I'm wearing some of the collection right now, and I've already done a blog post first impressions as soon as I received the items. So you guys can go see the swatches up close. So if anything is not decipherable, depictable in videos, I think it's really hard to do swatches and stuff in videos. So you can go ahead and check out my blog, and I'll link that in the bottom bar and you could go check that out. And I'll also put a direct link to Veggiebeauty's Facebook, because she's always working on new stuff, new collections, perfecting things, and you can kind of follow her along and give her constructive feedback on things that you would like to see. And so she's always kind of sharing, so that's really fun. So if you would like to, I don't know, request a color, you know, anything, go ahead and like her on Facebook. What else? I know after the huge Urban Decay issue with them allowing their products to be tested so that they can make a bigger profit, I feel, she's also requesting people, you know, she's also asking people what their favorite colors are from Urban Decay, and she's willing to sort of work with that and recreate something that is going to be comparable to an Urban Decay color. So she's super duper nice. She's a company that cares, which I love. She's a legit indie company that uses, you know, practices that are safe, and her ingredients are all listed. She doesn't sponsor or affiliate anybody, and she always wants people to give honest reviews. I'm not asked to review her products in any certain shape or form. She doesn't ask me to do tutorials or blog posts. I choose to do those things, and I would not recommend the products if I did not care for them, because I don't want you guys to go to a site that I don't believe in and pick up the products and say, "What were you thinking, Grace?" So yeah, of course, anything that I use on my channel that I buy with my own hard-earned money, or that I'm willing to swap with somebody, is somebody I trust and am willing to exchange with. So anyways, let's just get into the swap because there's some really great items. I'm going to begin with the collection because I know a lot of you guys are interested in this. First of all, it comes with 6 eyeshadows and 2 face products for $45. And these are, you know, these are a very good size, and they're super pigmented, so a little goes a long ways. So first off, I'm going to be showing you Iago. I love this color because it's a really fun kind of burnt pink color. If you can't really see that, definitely be sure to check out my blog. And I'm going to swatch these dry so you can see how these work. And I don't have any shadow bases on, I just have my eyeshadow primer on. So this is Iago, dry, no primer swatch. And Iago is what I think to be a bright, kind of burnt pink, if you will. And it's got holographic glitter in there. It's kind of like green and blue holographic glitter, sort of mirrors the feathers on his body. And I love that this color still works with the aesthetic of her line. She's not alienating her customer. She does more kind of like earthy, dimensional shades that are very well inspired. So the next color in this collection that I'm going to show you is 3 Wishes, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous gold color. I've blended this into my crease, but I blended it out quite a bit with Couturier, which is from her Au Natural line inspired by Paris. So first off, 3 Wishes is an antiqued gold with, I believe, copper shimmer, if I can remember that correctly. And once again, all these shimmers in here are like very refined, so it's not like straight up glitter. And that's Three Wishes. Look at that sheen on there. It's super rich. It's something that you would see in a upper line of cosmetics, that sheen. So it's very nice. It's not frosty, as you can see. And as you can see, it's super smooth. I'm not getting fallout all over my hand when I'm swatching these. These don't appear dry or chalky. The next shade in this collection that I'll show you is Jasmine, and that's that aqua on my lower lash line. And this aqua is super fun. It is a kind of a pale aquatic blue, a little darker than a seafoam green. I don't want the light to flicker out, so I won't go too close to the camera. And that's Jasmine. So this is the most frosty one of the bunch. But as you can see, you can kind of pack it on, so it's packed on very tight over like a matte eye pencil, and it appears reasonably matte. So, as you can see, a little heavier swatch. So I'm gonna swatch a little bit back over that, and you can see it's a nice fun light color you can wear on your eyelid or lower lash line. Next color is Street Rat, and this is a fun pink-based lavender. It's a very vibrant, rich lavender. So it's nothing like a blue grade lavender. It's some of those are really pretty though. Some of those are really shiny and holographic. This one is just a straight out, kind of like a matte based, and you know how mattes kind of work. This is not super dry though, but I do think that mattes just work a little bit better if you pack them on. And it's got some holographic glitter in there. Now, Street Rat is inspired by sort of the clothing that Aladdin wears. His fez, his vest, and that copper shimmer in there, if you can see that at all, is sort of meant to be sort of, you know, the piping that is on his vest. For those who like villains, you'll probably really appreciate Mighty Evil One. This one is inspired by Jaffa, and this is sort of a blackened, sort of like a chocolate cherry color, and it's super pigmented. Look at that. This is so pretty, and it's got kind of like a red and a copper shimmer in there. You can see that sheen. It's probably the most pigmented color in this collection. I'm not wearing it, I'm sorry, but I'll wear it later. And this is not like Scarlet that came out with her Gone with the Wind line, but in case you missed that color, you might like to pick up this. This one has more of like a coppery shimmer and is more of like a brown sort of kind of, yeah, exactly, like a black and chocolate cherry. I think Scarlet was like a very sort of garnet color with red shimmer. Magic Carpet Ride is the last eyeshadow in this collection. This is one of my favorites. This one is inspired by Sugarpill's Poison Plum or Makeup Forever number 92. This is a very blue based, more blue based than those colors. It's a matte and it's super pretty. It's a matte, but it has red, gold, and green glitters in here, inspired by the antique motif on carpet. And it is the color that is sort of winged out in my crease and outer corner. So here is Magic Carpet Ride. So you can see that it's really, that shimmer in there is so beautiful. But this is if you wear it really heavy, you can see that shimmer. If you kind of blend it out a little bit, it's not too over the top. So those of you who are a little afraid of vegan mineral companies because you don't want that frosty sheen all over your face, always do your eyes first, of course. These mineral pigments aren't your typical sort of unpigmented pigments. They're very pigmented. So you're getting more of like what I consider to be like a true pigment at a really great deal. It's so hard to go through all these pigments in a short while, so these will last you a long time. Then the next item in this collection is the face powder. I consider these to be sort of beauty powders, meaning you can use them all over your face depending on your skin tone. They work in different ways. And the first color is Cave of Wonders. These labels are done by her husband, Carrie Cutsworth, and I think he's a graphic designer, but it's super amazing work. So Cave of Wonders is inspired sort of by brown sugar. It's just a really pretty color. So I'll try to get a little bit of that out of the sifter. This is basically supposed to be a highlighter for really dark skin tone, It's super amazing. And it's also a great bronzer if you're really fair, and it will give you a really amazing sun-kissed glow. So if you're going on vacation this summer, you're truly going to need this, whether you're fair or you're dark. If you're super fair and tanners look bronzy or orange on you and cakey, you're really going to want to pick up Cave of Wonders. The last product in this collection is Raja, and Raja is a super pretty orange kind of melange melony terracotta color, and it's got some shimmer to it. It is the blush I am wearing, so you can see that. And I kind of just gave like a lot on my hand. I'm just going to, you could see a heavy swatch of Raja, and it's kind of inspired by NARS Taj Mahal, which I know that one's a very tangerine matte blush. So this one just follows the aesthetic of her more satin finish collection, and once again a really nice kind of beauty powder because of the shimmer. So it's not a matte blush, but it's going to give your skin this really pretty glow. I am wearing quite a bit of it because I just want you to be able to see it, and I don't want to be washed out on camera, and I don't want to take it easy. I wanted you to really see what the color was. And then we're going to go through the last few items she sent. On my lips is her newly reformulated Pumpkin Poppy gloss in pink and lilac. And she's changed the packaging. Look how sophisticated it is now. So super pretty. This is the original, which I still like the original. There's the original. So this one's just supposed to be a little bit more of a smooth texture. And the new one is just a little bit more pink based, so maybe a little bit more wearable for most. And also she sent over 2 perfumes. I know she's been working on perfecting her essential oils, which is so incredible. See, she's really good at customer feedback. There's been a couple spills in sending out her perfumes, and she's done plumber's tape and everything to rectify the situation. So anyways, she sent over Pele. This is a newly reformulated Pele, and it now has a roller ball. So super great. This is super amazing. It's coconutty. It's inspired by a goddess of a volcano, I think, from Hawaii. So don't quote me on that. So I apologize if I got that wrong. She took out the fig in this because it was just sort of making the scent complex. I love the original Pele. So I love this one too. It's like a Hawaii in a bottle. And this last, but certainly not the very least, very special to me, Mermaid Lagoon Essential Oil. I'm gonna ignore the door. Go away. Mermaid Lagoon was formulated for my sister, and it will be released for everybody else in her Myths and Goddesses collection. My sister is getting married on June 16th, and we been working to create something super special for her, and this is basically a lavender essential oil with bergamot, citrus, orange. It's super sophisticated. It's like aromatherapy in a perfume tube, which is great. So I'm so excited. My sister's gonna love this. So Veggiebeauty sent this over, and she made this with love. She really worked to perfect it. You could see how much time and effort she puts into these fabulous products. So before this video becomes 200 years long, I am wearing the collection on my face. If you're interested in a tutorial on this, I didn't film it because I tried to just pull it on before the sun went down, and I hope that you enjoyed my little kind of review of this collection. If you're looking forward or been wanting to try out her collection, don't miss out on this one. I think it's a great deal. She keeps her collections up for quite some time, so do not worry about getting it right away, but be sure to like her on Facebook, so she always gives warnings when she's gonna pull a collection down, so you are in the know. Once again, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this.